Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. You will not believe what I am doing today. I am dyeing my hair indigo blue. Just kidding. I am not actually doing that. I am dyeing some synthetic blonde hair indigo blue. So here's where we are with our first strand. I did not saturate it because I'm not exactly sure what I want it to look like yet. And the reason that I'm doing this is because I do in real life want blue hair. Whenever I got this, I think that this was on the wrong shelf because I didn't mean to get indigo, which obviously means like a dark violet. I meant to get like this, it's like an aquamarine. And so I think this bottle was in the wrong spot. So anyway, what we have here, I just got at a local beauty supply store, Creative Image Adore 112 Indigo Blue. You're actually supposed to apply this to your real hair, but I thought I would give it a shot to attempt a DIY synthetic hair. Now, I have done this before with synthetic track. So this is the track, if you've never used, like, fake extensions. And so what I've done before many times, especially in college, is I'll cut a piece of the track, and if it matches my hair color already, then I'll leave it alone. If it doesn't, then I dye it, usually a box color, because like I said, I was in college, and then I use upholstery thread to sew the track onto the clip, and then I'll clip it up into my hair. And I can do that into many spots to make my hair look fuller, to make it disconnected, like if I wanted it to look like shorter kind of and then disconnect into a long, long hair. I always end up cutting it just because it does come so long. It's hard to see right now because it's just a mess. This looks like it's going to end up being a little more silver, a little darker up here. I think the longer I leave it on, the darker it'll get, but I'm gonna go ahead and just leave it that for now, and then maybe make some super dark pieces after a while. And I'm probably gonna cut it, which is why I wasn't super concerned about this, because my hair is a little longer than shoulder length, and then I'll kind of explain that whole thing. But I do have a bowl. I forgot to buy gloves, so I don't want to stain my hands because I'm doing this while I have my kiddos and I'm doing little kid stuff. So I'm just sticking my hand in a Ziploc bag and I'm rubbing it on that way. Because I don't know, I'm sure that it's permanent, but in the midst of doing this, I've already had to pop an LOL doll head back on, change a channel 50 times, and fix a bowl of cereal. So I don't want to have to keep washing my hands. I put it on wax paper and then on top of a towel, which is on top of our table. So I'm going to show you my hair right now. This is the color of my hair, which is pretty blonde. I do have some shadow roots, which are there on purpose. I wanted it to be darker on my face. The shadow root extends into a dark bottom, which we've left there just purposefully anytime that we do my hair. I look really bad. We just woke up. And then I actually do have some rootage on top that's a little more brassy, and I don't like that. So what my hope is if these extensions work, I won't have to commit to blue hair, and the next time I get my hair done, which is just in a few weeks, we'll be able to just touch up that root, make a little more shadow root, and then make this part a lot blonder, and then anytime that I want the purple, I can just clip it in. And so this doesn't super match my hair, but it didn't really matter to me because, like I said, I'm going to be dyeing it purple. These extensions are not necessarily to make my hair longer. I'm not sure what that would look like because of this dark underneath. I'm not exactly sure how I'm going to maneuver this yet. I'm probably going to do a layer like right here, if you can see that, like right here over the dark, because that'll be a little more covered up. And so I'll kind of have like a solid violet blue like bottom, and then I was thinking some peekaboos throughout the hair, throughout the blonde, just to kind of see what that looks like. Now, I can already see this getting saturated, but I don't know that I put enough on it to get super, super dark before we wash it out. But like I said, I clipped this piece as a trial and error, so I'm going to show you what that looks like again. So it's been on for probably just about 10 minutes. Like I said, there's still some peekaboo. There's a darker strand amongst, like, that's more indigo, that's more like a, probably would turn out violet. So if I were to wash this out right now, it would probably be a very super, like, light violet. Purple is fine just for an experiment, but see, that's the color I think that it's supposed to be. It looks purple or black really in here because the bowl is pink. And I barely used any. So, and I did that on purpose because I knew this was a practice piece. So I'm hopefully going to be able to get this the color that I want. Show you guys how I do the tracks. And then to cut it all in the length that I want. Now I haven't done this in a while, so it could be a complete fail. But we do have school pickup in the next, I don't know, 5 hours. So I don't really have all day to do this. It's my daughter Eden's birthday today. So I have to make a cake and decorate and live that dream. And I want to pick her up with blue hair because I think that she'll think it's so cool. So anyway, I'm going to come back after probably another 10 minutes and show you what this looks like after 20 minutes on. I'll have to wash it out, and it's synthetic, so we're not really sure that it'll take, but it looks like it already pretty much is. It just, for me to get it as dark as I want, I'm probably going to have to really coat it up, which means I really am going to have to be strategic with all of this hair. I won't do all of this hair. I won't need all of this hair. So I'm going to have to be strategic with what I'm using, where I'm using it, and then color that part. So wish me luck, and we'll see you back here soon. Okay, so I can already tell it's not changing very much. So the trick is going to be putting a lot more on. I went ahead and I cut out the pieces that I know I typically have used in the past for my hair and for my extensions. And kind of the placement of where they'll go. This is probably like maybe 2 or 3 too many. Rather be safe than sorry. So I am about to go wash this out. I'm going to use a kid's just 3-in-1 shampoo because I'm too lazy to use my own. And if it doesn't come out, then, you know, whatever. I went ahead and left the top blonde just because I already do have blonde hair and it matches. And I don't think that's going to be a big deal. I know, I'm almost positive this will be super faded. But we're just going to take a look at it. Let's just see what this one is going to look like. I'm going to go wash it out. Okay, so it did turn out super faded like I thought. But it actually did turn out blue. So I'm going to go show you like my nasty sink. So please like excuse the dishes and such. Look at the water. I mean, this is not dirt. This is studs. But the water is like super blue. So as it started washing out, I was like, yay, maybe there's a chance of blue. So I've saturated each piece of extension. And I know that there are holes kind of and some spots that are a little sparse. To me, that looks more natural than like a full-fledged colored extension. But I am going to resaturate them just because I want them a lot darker than this first piece that we did. This first piece is really pretty. And I may try and see what it looks like in my hair before I resaturate these or determine on how long I'll let them set. If you're wondering why I did left the blonde root, it was because I, again, wanted to make it look more natural, and if there were a way that it, like the clip and root would shine through and you could see like immediate purple, I think that would look a little more fake. And I'm not sure. I could be wrong on that. Quickly ditched the Ziploc bags, and this is what my hand looks like. I did use the other hand. It is stained some, but I think it'll come off, and I think that it's dry enough to, isn't that crazy? The only part of like the downside, I think, was just that like there was a bunch of hair that I had to like also maneuver to figure out what to do with. So anyway, I am going to resaturate these and let them dry, wash them out, and show you guys what they look like. I had to call for reinforcements, meaning my coffee, and it was extremely difficult to do with one hand. Also, this little bag, if you haven't seen what we got our kids for Christmas, I actually got that for my daughter Eden, that's her birthday today, and I'll pick her up from school later. And it had all the proper tools that we needed, so I just kind of hijacked her bag, and I'm probably gonna have to buy her a lot more of her beauty stuff. So anyway, it's been sitting just a minute, and I'm gonna just go ahead and resaturate it and let it sit for a while. Here is what they're looking like so far against a brown towel. I measured the like lighter blue one with my hair, and since my hair is so blonde, it actually looked really good. So I'm thinking I may wash these out and hope for something that's just tad bit darker. That's really bad lighting. Like a tad bit, look, it kind of matches my curtains. A tad bit lighter, I meant darker than this. Downside, can't get this off. So I've had to do everything one-handed, including feeding my children lunch. And that's not been easy because I can't come into the kitchen because that is where all the hair is laid out. So it is 11:45 a.m. and I think I'm gonna wash this out again. So just a warning, if you don't wear a glove, this does completely stain. I'm hoping Goo Gone or something like that will get it out easily with no trouble. I will also keep you updated on that. I'm not thinking I'll probably be able to get it sewn today just because I don't think I have the right thread. But anyway, this is a fairly fast process. They had a bunch of different colors and a bunch of different brands. I chose this because it was essentially the same price as all the other ones, but it looked like it had more in it. And like I said, the swatch of the hair that was in front of it looked more like the color that I wanted, which is that, but a lot darker. Hopefully colored hair will give me some funness? Fun? Whatever. It'll be fun over the summertime, springtime. These are $21.99 for the whole track of hair, which ended up being a ton of hair. The clips were 2 for $1. And the hair color was like $3.99. So it was essentially a third of the cost, depending on where you live, of actually having to go and get your hair dyed. And like, if you have dark hair, you'd probably have to bleach it first and then get it dyed, and it'd be a whole process and a long day. And so this has been a really great alternative, and if it works, I'll do this with different colors anytime I want a different color. Almost 10 till noon. I'm gonna give it to noon, wash it out, and then I will show you guys the finished product of the colors. Okay, so they're not as dark as I expected. I'm going to open this window. I could have left them on longer. It is synthetic hair, so it may be all that it is going to take, but there are some darker pieces in it, which leads me to believe that at any point, if I wanted to like go back over it again, I would be able to do that. I like it. I think it'll be a subtle way to start into like if I like my hair colored. So this is the original piece. And I did put it up against my blonde hair, and it looks pretty good. So I think that these pieces will be a good subtle way to start out. Also, I used the Goo Gone. I used Dawn hand soap, and I used baby wipes and regular antibacterial hand soap. So just like with normal hair dye, since I didn't use a glove, it's probably just gonna take a while to come off. Hopefully it comes off before Saturday, which is my girl's birthday party. This is what I did. I put the rest of the remainder of the color in a bottle, or in a Ziploc. Those are the things I will also, like the clips, I will also put in here. And then when it gets to the part where I am sewing and showing you guys that part, I will video it then, because there's just not enough time to do it today. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching today. I hope that any of this helped you out. I have seen tutorials of girls who have done this on real hair, and it came out about the same color, so it doesn't make me feel defeated at all that it didn't come out darker, because I really feel like that it probably is just gonna come out that way. Or if I put it on again, leave it on even maybe all day, it might come out thicker. Or if I did it on real hair, like real hair tracks, not my own hair but real hair, that it also could have a different result as well. So those are other DIY videos that are not gonna happen anytime soon, because this was a day's work and I have kiddos and it's been hard to manage both. So the next thing on our agenda are naps, finishing up lunch, going to do school pickup, and birthday party, like small family birthday party stuff with my 7-year-old today. And then this weekend is the big party. So I hope that you also stay tuned to that video, which is a series of all the things that we've crafted and budgeted, and then the final reveal of the party. And it's really, really going to be a good one. So I hope that you stay tuned for that, as well as maybe if you follow me on Instagram at Mommy and the Wildlings YT. I'll probably put it below. Yeah, I'll always put it in the description. If I get them clipped before a video, or if I get them clipped and haven't uploaded the video, then you can probably see what they look like there. So anyway, have a great day. Thanks for stopping by.